We're going to end tonight's show with an amazing story. Victor Abafi has been described as an academic anomaly, and I think that's quite an understatement, and here's why. The first generation Nigerian American made headlines back in 2015 when he was accepted into all 8 Ivy League schools. He made headlines again 4 years later when he graduated from Harvard University with honors and awards for his mastery of African languages, also for his contributions to Harvard's student government. Well, now Victor is once again making headlines for his academic achievements, this time because he's enrolled in both medical school at the University of Michigan and law school at Yale University. That's right, he's on track to become both a doctor and a lawyer. And every person who feels inadequate at home is going to love this conversation I'm about to have with Victor Abafi, who joins me now. Victor, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on all your achievements.
Well, thank you so much for having me here. I really appreciated it, and I'm excited to chat.
So you noticed some problems within the healthcare industry, and you decided to act. Tell us about your decision to enroll in both medical school and also law school.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, I think it was kind of a continual story that kind of built up through different experiences. So when I started at Harvard College, I came in being very interested in both medicine, clinically. I love the sciences. I loved how through medicine you get to interact with people, learn through people's stories, and really help them, when they're in the most uncomfortable and insecure times, both themselves and their families. At the same time, in high school, I did stuff like YMCA, youth in government, student government, and volunteered on a lot of, different local state Senate campaigns, congressional campaigns. And it made me see sort of like our political system, right, and public service as like a means through which to bring about wide, structural changes. And this was also, during the Obama era, sort of when I came to my own political consciousness. So when I started college, I took some gov courses, I took some EMCOM courses, I took some pre-med courses. But when I sort of started to see how I could link it together was summer 2016, I interned on Capitol Hill with Senator Warren. And there I went to a committee hearing on health equity with Dr. Paul Ellinger, who used to be the Minnesota Commissioner of Public Health. And he talked about social determinants of health and how he learned that people who are physicians or, aspire to become physicians, need to sort of use their platforms to advocate for better policies in both the public sector and private sector, because a lot of those structures that dictate, the way our patients access the care system, their ability to access care, and also, you think about whether it's in surgery, recovering afterwards, right? Or even, the environment in which you live in, right, which determines a lot of your health status. A lot of that stuff is outside of the realm of direct clinical medicine. So that sort of planted a seed for me to see how could I link sort of an understanding of, the law and policy along with clinical medicine, hopefully to be able to work at that intersection and to bring together stakeholders on both sides to bring about change.
It's so important. We talked to Dr. Uche Blackstock a lot about the social determinants of health. It is such an important topic and thing. I'm so grateful that you recognize that and you're doing something about it. Last question. I'm sure there's been challenges along the way. You have a lot to juggle here. There's a lot going on. I mean, how do you plan on tackling both medical school and law school?
I mean, I think for me, it's just, taking it day by day. Right now, I'm in my clinical rotation, so I'm about a little past halfway there. I have done OB/GYN, so sort of looking at like the beginning of life and a lot of, women's health issues. I did pediatrics, got to, have some fun, with the kids and sort of remember, what that growth looks like. And I just finished surgery and now I'm on family medicine. So a lot of that right now is sort of really focused and learning how to do the clinical aspects. And in terms of, I guess, like merging the two for now, a lot of that has sort of been, some like, my policy research. So most recently, we put together a piece with some of my mentors looking at the connection between, how we deliver surgical oncology and also how can we lower greenhouse gas emissions, right? Because if we can have a cleaner environment, that's going to be much better for our patients, right? Both in the present and moving forward. And I think, for me, I think it's also in the broader scheme, seeing how I can sort of stay involved in, the broader things. So, whether it's on different campaigns and in my writing, exploring different healthcare issues.
I love that you see problems and you're like, what can I do? I wish everyone was like that. It's so incredible. Congratulations again, Victor Abafi. You're already doing great things. I'm sure your future is even brighter. Please save us. Just save us. Thank you for being here. Hi, I'm Zerlina Maxwell. Thanks for checking out our channel on YouTube. You can see more from Zerlina by clicking any of the videos on this screen, and make sure you subscribe below to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. Thanks for watching.